Well, welcome to worship. I am Joe Stroup, and I'm one of the pastors here at Graystone Presbyterian Church. And even though we can't be physically together, it's good for us to gather, even in an online space and way. I'm glad that you're joining us and that we have a chance to celebrate what God has done and to worship Him. This is a time that is set aside to respond because of what God has done, to recognize the power of His work in our midst, and to look in hope for how He is moving in the future. As we begin this time, it's good for us to remember that we are connected in more than just the fact that we're watching a video, and we want to know how we can be connecting and caring for you. And so I'd like to ask you, if you're joining us, to go ahead and go to graystonepc.org/connect, and just go ahead and fill out the form that's listed there, just to let us know you're joining us, as well as ways that we can be praying for you. We've really appreciated hearing the prayer requests that have come from so many people in the congregation and in the community. And so just go ahead, go there, let us know how we can be praying for you. We want to be a support to you in these challenging times. And so that's just one way that we can do that. And it's one way that we can stay connected, but it's not the only way. It's good for us to be connected because we're taking part in worship together, or because we know that we're praying for one another. But it's great to be able to stop and to get connected in small and simple ways. That's why in church services, we spend time pausing and reminding each other of the peace that comes from Jesus. And so today I'd like to invite you to just, you can pause the video and just communicate. If you're watching this with people who are around you, just to stop and say a simple phrase: may you know Jesus' peace, as a hope and a prayer that in times that can be unsettling, that we can experience the peace of Jesus, and that we can look forward to knowing that. And then once you've told the people around you, a reminder, you can just pause the video and do that. You can also go ahead and call someone, send them a text message, send them a video chat, something that says, may you know Jesus' peace. It's incredible for that gift to be something you give to someone in times of isolation. And so go ahead and send it to somebody who you think could use the peace of Jesus, somebody who you're missing right now. And if you need somebody to send to, or if you just like to pass it along to me, you can send it to this phone number listed here. I have appreciated so much getting to hear the peace from so many of you and getting to pass that peace on myself. And so I encourage you to go ahead and do that. As we begin in worship, we start with a call, a reminder that God is the one who is calling us to worship, that He is the one who pursues us and who loves us and who starts this relationship. And so this call to worship is taken from Daniel 6. It's at the end of the passage we're going to be considering later on in the service. And it's a passage of praise because of God's enduring kingdom and His salvation that He brings. So would you join me in this call to worship, spoken aloud together, as we join our voices in praise to God? He is the living God, enduring forever. His kingdom shall never be destroyed, and His dominion shall be to the end. He delivers and rescues. He works signs and wonders in heaven and on earth. He who saved His people from slavery, from plague, from war, from famine, even from the power of lions. He is God, and we can trust Him. We come to worship because God has saved His people over and over again, and we trust that He is still one who saves. The service will continue through the course of this YouTube playlist. If you just found this video independently and you'd like to continue through the playlist, if you're casting it on a TV or something, it'll show up on your device. But if you're watching this through the website, you can click on the playlist to find the song that comes next. Each of the pieces will come through, and you can find those playlists like right here as you're figuring that out. So let's continue in worship as we come to the Lord and we praise Him.